Good afternoon, Ospreys. You're watching S News live at the Student Union. I'm Austin Thielen.
And I'm Gabrielle Forbes. On today's show, Angela Falconetti voted as UNF's interim president.
A vehicle fire in the Fine Arts parking garage.
The partial government shutdown.
How students can make the most of advising.
And a sports update. So stay tuned and enjoy the show.
In Thursday's Board of Trustees meeting, UNF alumna and president of Polk State College, Angela Garcia Falconetti, was approved as the university's next interim president. Her confirmation is still subject to approval by the Florida Board of Governors, and 11 Board of Trustees members voted in favor of Falconetti, while one, James Beasley, voted against her. While asked about whether or not she'd apply to be the university permanent president, Falconetti said, "I will not be applying for the permanent position. It will be my honor to join alongside you, the faculty and staff, administration, and also the District Board of Trustees and the Board of Governors to ensure the best of the best president is hired to continue to move the mission of soaring higher forward for the University of North." The search for a new permanent UNF president can begin now. For implementing a permanent university president, the search process requires a committee and often keeps applicant identities confidential until a sole finalist or shortlist is announced. You can read more about Angela Garcia Falconetti on our website.
On early Thursday morning, February 5th, a car fire was reported in the Fine Arts parking garage, according to a campus-wide alert from the University of North Florida. A university spokesperson said one vehicle caught on fire while on the on-ramp into the Fine Arts Center Garage 44. This morning, there were no injuries reported. JFRD reported to the scene and extinguished the fire. The vehicle is currently being removed and cleanup is underway. We will send an alert soon once the garage is reopened. According to the most recent alert, those parked in the closed area were allowed to remove their cars from the garage with help from an on-site attendant. Structural engineers are assessing the damage to the building.
This past Saturday, the government entered a partial shutdown due to a continuing disagreement over immigration policies, following the deaths of 2 Minnesotans by federal agents in January. Because Congress has already passed half of this year's funding bills, important federal agencies and programs have the funds to continue operating through September. The Associated Press reports that air travel may be impacted. One of the spending bills awaiting House passage covers the Department of Transportation, which is responsible for the air traffic control system and its workforce. For more information, please be sure to visit our website at unfspinnaker.com.
New and returning students know academic advising is available to all students for help creating class schedules, academic support, and more. But how can students make the most of their time with their advisors? Reporter David Green has the details.
As February begins, students may start thinking about classes they'll take for the coming summer and fall. I spoke with Senior Director of Student Success Initiatives, Kelly Woodle, to ask how students can utilize their advisors.
Some of the common probably pain points, there is a big curve from high school to college. So if you're talking about like a first year student, the expectations, sometimes they are surprised to learn that professors might not always let them make up late work, or deadlines are deadlines. And if you miss a deadline, then there are repercussions, right? So sometimes that is a little bit of a learning curve. That's a challenge for students. Beginning of the semester, maybe mark, okay, we're 4 weeks in. Let me go ahead and meet with my advisor. And they might say, well, the schedule's not out, so I don't know what's being offered. But that advisor has a good idea of what's typically offered each semester for that program. And they can go ahead and advise you. And if we need to make a few changes because for whatever reason, maybe the faculty that taught a class isn't available, or summer can be a little different. Maybe it's not offered online like a student needs it, then you can just reach out and we can make adjustments. Some of the colleges do group advising sessions and maybe you want to come in and meet and you get to know other students that are in your discipline and you can build a support group. I understand there are frustrations and sometimes things come up. As much as we like to go on social media and this person's to, like blast people or go on Reddit or whatever, and that's fine. Express yourself, please do. But is that being productive? Is that helping you solve the issue? Please use me as a resource. I'm happy to serve in that role.
If you have any questions, be sure to stop by the Student Success offices in Building 2, Founders Hall. I'm David Green, Spinnaker TV.
And now let's go to Ryan with the weekly sports update. Take it away, Ryan.
Hello everyone. Unlike Punxsutawney Phil, your Ospreys athletic teams are doing anything but waiting for their shadows as they continue to stack wins. So let's get right into this week's UNF Sports Update. Starting things on the hardwood, the Ospreys men's basketball team found their way into the win column last night as they took down West Georgia 81-73 in Carrollton. After two heartbreaking losses to Stetson and Lipscomb, this victory is just what UNF needed as it moved them into a tie for 6th place in the ASUN. Bouncing things over to the women's side, the UNF women's basketball team has had an up and down past few weeks that continued last night as they unfortunately fell at home to a red-hot shooting Stetson team, 74-56. They will look to rebound against West Georgia on Saturday here at home. Swinging things over to the hard court, the UNF men's tennis team has been on a roll lately as they notched their second straight win last Friday by dispatching Flagler College 4-3. They are back in action today against College of Charleston, where they will look to get above 500 for the first time all season. Tossing things over to the diamond, the UNF softball team started their season with a huge statement as they run-ruled SEC member Auburn 11-3 in 5 innings. Coming off 2 wins in last year's NCAA tournament and back-to-back ASUN championship appearances, the Ospreys once again look like a major threat. Lastly, the Ospreys women's golf team took to Rio Grande, Puerto Rico this week for the Puerto Rico Classic hosted by Purdue and showed out as they placed 9th in a very competitive 18-team field, showcasing their depth. They will be back in action at home on February 23rd for the UNF Collegiate. That's all I have for you all today. See you next time.
And well, Ospreys, that's all we have for you today. Don't forget to donate and support Spinnaker by clicking on the link in the description below.
And for all things Spinnaker, check out our website at unfspinnaker.com or our Instagram at unfspinnaker for more content.
And have a great Super Bowl weekend, Ospreys. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I'm Austin Thielen.
I'm Gabrielle Forbes.
And we'll see you next week on Spinnaker's Nest News. Swoop!